Welcome fam, welcome in. How we doing? How we doing? You guys see the bracelets? Chakra bracelets. Yeah, buddy. We are not playing here. We got the anti-hater, we got the money bracelet, we got the copper for the vibes, for the electricity, for the mineral, for everything, bro. Antimicrobial. Get you some copper of some kind on you. And some herbal tea, guys. I got the wormwood in here. This stuff is crazy, bro. There's a little bit of herbs came out of that thing. Watch out for the wormwood. You guys ever take wormwood? Welcome, Mo. What's cracking, brother? I see you dropped up in here. Let's see what they do to my live, bro. If they're gonna block me today. Block or no block? Bot or no bot? Bot or not? Bot or not? How you guys doing, man? I'm out here trying to survive in a fake world. You hear what I'm saying? I know you guys know what I'm saying. If you don't know it's fake yet, you're a bot, bro. You're gonna say, bro, you're tripping, bro. You're high. You're this. You're that. Oh, really? All right. So being a Wally character, how's that serving you, bro? What's up? Yo, what's up, my G, Derek? Mo, nice to see you, bro. Derek, what is up, brother? We got the PFAS, we got the forever chemicals. Nobody cares, bro. My video should be multi-mega viral right now. And I'm not the first one to talk about the toilet paper, but I'm the first one to talk about it how I talk about it. You know what I'm saying, bro? They're suppressing me. Dude, I just recorded a video, bro, about, the suppressing and the banning and the removing and the lying and the truth, and I'm stoked to upload it. You keep an eye out. It'll be the next one I upload. You'll like it, Derek, because you're on the same vibe. And you're welcome. You can roll in anytime, bro, if you want. What's up, Irish Red? Thanks for dropping in, fam. You are one of my mods, so appreciate you. I forgot that you were a mod. It's crazy out here. There's just so much going on. But yeah, I can see they're blocking my live, man. I've been in here for what? They got me on 4 minutes and they got me on 14. That's what I get for hitting 190K on TikTok. And after them abolishing my accounts, they reward me with 10 of my people. But good people. You know what I mean? You guys are real ones. Appreciate you. Appreciate the gift, fam. Appreciate the vibes, family. They're telling me to share my live. Tell people to share my live. You put 5 people in my live, and then you tell me to tell those 5 people to share. Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here. It's like you can't push the little algorithm TikTok and push my live. Tell us about drinking from the copper cup, Blueprint. Hey, man, thank you for asking. I just did that earlier today. And I'm hella deficient in mineral. You know what I mean? I got the gray. And, that's from years of depleting my body of minerals from fake food. And so, I'm trying to heal and recover. And I'm trying to remineralize my body. Why do I preach sea moss? Why do I preach mineral water, real spring water, copper? Because we're remineralizing the body. And so yeah, I just charged the copper water from the spring, you guys. This is where I want everybody, I wish everybody can do these things. You know, I got the water from the mountain spring, I put it in the copper vessel, and I charged that overnight. So 8 hours gives that water a charge. And it's like electroculture for the body. You know, we're electrical, and we're constantly, you know, we should be grounding and charging to the earth and discharging from, you know, charging from the earth and discharging back to the earth, and charging from the sun and from our free energy all around us. You know what I mean? And so we do these little things that we can, guys. You know, I got the crystals. I got, you know, all of the crystals here. I got the firmament, guys, the flat earth. You guys, did you know that this is what we're on right now? So this is like your eyeball, right? And it's hollow in the middle. You see the black hole sun in your eyeball? That's the black hole sun. So it's hollow, right? That's the center of the earth, right? And the real Agartha is inside of the middle, right? Which is actually inside of the center here, but it's still flat like this. And this is the firmament, you guys. It's not a dome. I'm trying to teach you guys. I'm trying to be patient, but there's these levels that these people don't know yet. It's not a dome. It's a cylinder. It's a circle, you guys. It's an eyeball. So it's two domes. As above, so below. Everyone says as above, so below, but then you're saying that there's only a dome above. What's below? Well, when you see a lot of people show the flat earth map, they show it like this, bro. That's wrong. There's as above, so below. You know this, Derek. So this is still shit that people are learning. And so that's the earth. It's an eyeball. And it's got the black hole sun in the middle, and that is God energy projecting from your eyeball, just like the uni is observing everything you're seeing through your eyeball. So the universe is the observer. That's the energy. That's the black hole sun energy. That's the God energy. You guys will never hear it like you do with me. So when they told you it was a globe, you guys, think about it. They were kind of telling the truth, because if you look at the real earth, it is round, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's a globe, kind of. But they don't tell you you're looking at it like this. You're going to see the earth that they show you in a two-dimensional variant, but then you turn it this way, and you realize everything's inside of this one eyeball, homie. Our whole universe, our whole existence. Now, are there other eyeballs? Well, I don't know. We have two. So it makes you just think. It just gets you out of that box of believing what you're told. And even when you go up one level, remember, that doesn't mean that's the end all be all. We still don't know. And I still don't know if there's more to this. But I do know that this makes even more sense than just a firmament, just a dome, where it's as above, so below. Shouldn't there be the same thing? This is a duality matrix. This world is equal and opposite. Sun and moon, hot and cold, black and white, fire and ice, north and south, east and west, up and down, as above, so below. So there's the same thing underneath, right? And we are on this flat plane, and this inside of Antarctica is hollow, where the homie Richard Byrd flew in, and he saw Agartha, he saw these other UFOs, all this other shit, you guys. Speaking of that, we got the PFAS here. How else can we use copper? Put it on your body. Good question. Put it on your body. You know, put it on your body, and or handle it a lot. You know, crystals, I try to handle the crystals a lot. Try to touch it. Try to just, you know, make it a habit. Because your body, if you can absorb all the forever chemicals, right, like on demand, then you can absorb all the real minerals on demand. Appreciate you, Natasha. You disagree? Hey, Steve, guess what, homie? You are not the first one to disagree with me, bro. You know, if I come on here and I said, hey guys, NASA is telling you the truth and this stuff's all real that you're seeing and everything is the truth, you know, a lot of people are going to agree. More people will agree with me, but there's that side where the people who know the truth are going to be like, you're lying, homie. Even if there's two people that know the truth, it starts with two. It starts with 3 people, 4 people. Think about it. It's got to start somewhere. If you're fed a bunch of fucking lies, do you think everybody's going to fucking know the truth? What the fuck would that be? That wouldn't make any sense. The truth would just be known. So when you are in a world of lies, it's going to be a transition to the truth. So you disagreeing with me, homie? I appreciate it, and I hope you can challenge it. You know what I mean? But I guarantee you I planted a seed inside you that made you think for a second, like, what the fuck? Could this guy be onto something? Maybe I should go do my own research and find out. That's what I'm here for. Not to teach or tell you anything. It's to inspire and encourage y'all to go find the truth. And if you have done your research enough to where you agree with me, then so be it. You can vibe. What's up, Renee? How you doing, fam? So now we're floating back in space. We're not in space, homie. Yeah, you've still got a long ways. I'm trying. This one says left and right. We're talking night and day, left and right, yin and yang, summer and winter. It's a world of duality, male and feminine. Do you see what I'm saying? Masculine and feminine energy, male and female, the creator and the, you know what I'm saying, and the taker. There's good and evil. Irish Red says NASA lies. See, Irish, you know, like I say, guys, you kind of just either you see it or you don't see it, you know. And again, if I was here for friends, bro, I'd be telling everybody what they want to hear. But I'm here for the truth. And I'm here for the people. And I'm willing to take the hits and the licks of everyone attacking, people tripping, oh, Primal, you're dumb, you're talking about meat being bad, you're saying you're saying to eat vegetables or fruits. You're saying that we're electrical, but we shouldn't be eating dead, dense meat. You know, and they're dropping daggers in me. You know what I mean? And then they'll agree, oh, you know, oh, he said that he said that tap water's bad. Okay, cool, I agree with that. But then he said there's PFAS in the TP, and I agree with that because you can't really deny it. But then something like eating meat, I'm not ready for that. So I disagree with that, and I'm doing that. And they told me to eat that. And they told me I needed the protein. They told me I needed the flesh, and I need to cook the shit. Even though you can't go in wild and kill an animal and eat it. Doesn't that just make you think, just for a moment, like, damn, bro, you know, if a dog is in the wild, even after being domesticated, a dog, if it needs to survive, can go in the wild and it can fucking capture an animal and eat that MF. It can go catch a freaking rabbit if it's dying and eat it. A cat can go and catch a mouse and eat that mouse if it needs to survive to eat. But why can't a human go into the woods and go and tackle an animal and start just raw dog eating the animal? It's just ask yourself. Don't go to, oh, but they said, oh, but then history, this, that. What is history? History is a bunch of lies. So you just have to ask yourself, bro, could there be another side to this? Could there be some mystery to this? Well, I don't know. Has everything we've been taught been a lie? And then I do more research, and I do more work, and I realize more things about the meat. And I've researched the animals themselves. And ask yourselves, are you going in nature? If as a meat eater, 99.9999% of meat eaters in the world are not going into the wild and making a kill and eating it. And they sure as hell ain't eating it immediately. And they sure as hell aren't enjoying it much. And they sure as hell ain't doing it with their own anatomy. They gotta have guns. They gotta have fucking bows and arrows or something to kill this thing. And you sure as hell can't just kill this animal and start chomping on it like they do in nature. Any other meat eater, there's no other animals cooking meat to eat it. We have to cook it. Doesn't that make you just question something? Like, just think about it. Like, I have to kill this animal. I gotta gut it. If you've ever done it like I have, it's a lot of work and it's not that enjoyable. You know what I mean? It really isn't that fun killing an animal and ripping its flesh apart and then packaging it in plastic and freezing it. Like, yeah, you can preserve things by freezing them. That's great. But, like, should we be freezing this dead, dense, negative energy and then expecting that to feed us? It's just tough. And it's like, you guys, there's levels to these lies, and there's levels to all of this stuff. But at the end of the day, when you see it, you see it. Oh, somebody asked, what is the ether? That's unstoppable. The ether is the firmament, the protection firmament that they told us is our atmosphere. This is the ether, my G. Do you see the glass? That's the ether. That is the protector, the true energy around us. And so this is like if you pulled the eyeball out and you turned it, it's this part of the eyeball. That's the ether. Take it or leave it, homie. You know what I'm saying? It's take it or leave it vibes. Soap and water, be careful with the soap and water, because when you go trusting the Govy that they're giving you good soap and water, you learn that the water's full of forever chemicals, PFAS. It is, because the water is also this, which is chemical pulp. And then you get soap, right? The soap's full of a bunch of other PFAS and forever chemicals, homie. And so we're putting that soap and water up in the most absorbent part of your body. What is that? It's your skin. It's your skin. That's the number one most absorbent part of your human body. And so we trust and we put this shit on us and we learn it's a bunch of forever chemicals. And so now the soap and water don't cut it that much. It's better than being full of a bunch of parasites, but these are just the facts, bro. It's tough. Meat comes from the word mete, which is referred to food. Yeah, so like you can eat some meat of a coconut, homie. Or you can eat the meat of this toilet paper. You know what I mean? So it's these plays on words, bro. These playing on words that they do, right? They're fucking tricking us. They're fucking with us. I'm telling you guys. I've been saying it. I've been patient. I'm losing it here. I'm trying to help. And everyone's, no, screw you. I'm out here fighting a war, a battle amongst these evildoers. And I'm out here like, hang on, guys. I'm getting them one by one. I'm exposing Walmart lab meat and shit. And then they're behind me, hey, fuck you, stabbing me in the back, saying, I love this meat. Screw you. And I'm like, hey, man, if you learned the truth, you wouldn't love that meat. Just like when you used to love McDonald's and now you don't. It's all about the knowledge, homie. And it's like when you learn the facts, you will thank me later where you're like, damn, bro, like this shit, I didn't see it like this yet. And so here I am, for when you're ready. And I'm out here taking my licks. So, you know what I mean? I'm just here trying to vent is all. Because I'm be getting, you know what I mean? And it's cool. I don't focus on that. But it's just interesting when you're like for the people and the people are like so against you. Not all of them. I mean, I've got plenty. I just made a great video about all my real ones. I love you guys. They're trying to dim that power. They're going to try to take it from us. That's the whole game here, you guys. The whole game of this Matrix is to connect to your spirit and to stop taking the toxic temptations and to ascend from this shit and learn your lessons and get out. We're going to Agartha. We're out of this shit. We're done with it. We're done. We're moving on. What's a forever chemical, B-Rad? Take a wild guess, bro. Take a wild guess what a forever chemical is. Do 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 do. I'm not trying to tease. It makes like it's a chemical that stays in you forever, homie. But I don't believe in that. I don't really believe that a chemical will stay in you forever. I feel like the human body is very innate, but it's when we bioaccumulate these and we don't flush the body and we don't remove or release these chemicals and detoxify this garbage out of us. That's when it's a forever chemical. When you use the forever chemical TP every day, that is forever because you're putting it on you each and every single day forever. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have to make it not forever and utilize the amazing innate body's ability to heal. If you guys can tap on that screen every once in a while, it really helps my account. I'm really trying to help people out here, and I'm trying to do everything I can, and they're blocking me. So every time you guys help me, it helps yourself. I appreciate it. I'm glad you feel it, and if you see it for what it is, and you guys can understand what they're doing. Yeah, we're not trying to reincarnate. We're not coming back here, homie. Thank you for that one person tapping the screen. Mad love. And thank you all anyway. Again, I'm just here to help. Renee, thank you, family. I really, truly appreciate that. That's a huge compliment to me. And I'm doing the best I can, And I'm glad that you guys can call it this awakening, the awakening. You know what I'm saying? This isn't an awakening. It's happening. There's no questioning it. There's no yada yadas. Nope. Ascension's the goal, right, Mo? See, and you vibrate right up with it, and you're like, you don't need to question it. And I guarantee you guys won't agree with everything I say. And I don't want that. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to listen to me. I want you guys just to be more like me in the sense of like rabbit hole the shit, guys. Rabbit hole the shit. If you got a problem, rabbit hole it. Google it. Don't be afraid just to literally fucking Google it. It'll feel so mundane, like Googling, like, what's the benefits of cinnamon? Ceylon cinnamon. You know what I mean? But then those little things add up, bro, and you're putting in that little work every day. Opiates. As long as we detox, but you gotta properly detox. You gotta ask like I said, you have to, what is a detox? Is it eating some forever, like, some weird zeolites? Or is it a removal of tox? Are you removing the tox? Are you putting in the forever chemicals every day? Or are you at least doing the steps, to like cut more plastics out and to cut toxic foods out more? That's a detox, homie. So until then, doing anything else, in my opinion, it's just like taking a dump. You did a detox when you took a poop, but what's the next poop? Is it a bunch more fake food? Or is it like some plants? Like, or is it a fast? You know what I'm saying? And so these are the things we gotta ask ourselves, bro. Like, these are the things we gotta do. You got a bidet. You know, I vibe more with the bidet than this, but then it's like I don't really like that tap water shooting up in there. I don't really like that water. So if you like, so like, let's say you had a filtration system on your home where it at least removed those toxins, then that's top tier in my opinion. Tell us the websites where you can learn about herbs. You know, you can go to, just go, dude. What I do is I YouTube video shit. I'll just Google it, bro, and just like, or you'll come across TikToks like the wormwood. I've just rabbit holed the hell out of the wormwood because I wanted to know everything about it, and it can go from giving you seizures to wiping out parasites and everything in between. And I just Google it, bro, and let the YouTube videos play and shit in the background while I'm doing my work and shit. And that's how I've educated myself, you know. It's actually easier than we think. But it's like that stigma of like, oh, you don't want to just Google stuff to learn it. Well, what are you supposed to do? Go to school where they're lying to you, or go to the books where a lot of the books are altered and just kind of like they fucking put that shit out there, like as they as their, you know, part of their freaking matrix, man. You know, they propaganda, whatever you want to call it. You know, they're tailoring it. It's catered. What's the alternative? In the video, I talk about the alternative. I use the bamboo tooth. I have a bamboo toothbrush. I use the bamboo toilet paper. Is it perfect? Do they still like have these weird practices when they are making this bamboo toilet paper? Yes, they do. They still, you know, they use, I'm sure they use a chemical or 3 or 10, but it's less than the 15,000 coming out of this crazy bleached formaldehyde, and you can tell by just feeling it. If it's so soft, bro, where you can take a nap on these fucking things. You know, the only thing I use this white toilet paper for now is throw it in like a refrigerator or somewhere that is very moist, and they work great at sucking up moisture. But then you got to think about what's releasing off of those chemicals, their chemical pulp. So you don't want it really getting into like your food per se. Just make sure your food's covered up well. Things like this. Things that we don't think of or talk about. Things that the little details all add up, bro. I tell my girl this all the time. The little details add up. You'd be surprised how much the little things add up, bro. Am I vegan? Yes. I'm not perfect, but I am vegan, and I'm alkaline vegan. And so what does that mean? That means I eat the plants that God made. What does that mean? Well, man has altered all of our shit so much now that they're so far away from nature that I can't vibe with it. A Honeycrisp apple. I can't vibe a Honeycrisp apple. They use chemicals to make it that. It started this big. Now they're this big. And that's with everything. So I pick and choose, man. I'd go for the smaller, more glycemic or lower glycemic fruits, you know, and I eat things like squash, you know, alkaline stuff that's a lot closer to nature. You know, everything's altered to some degree, man. It just ask yourself, how many altercations do you want to eat? 50? Because like a seedless watermelon is 50 altercations. And you know, when I'm looking at a crab apple, that's like 4, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 altercations. It's tricky out here. It's tough. I get at a loss of words for it sometimes. You know, it's all about, you got to go with your spirit, bro. You got to go with your discernment and go with your heart and with, you know, with your gut. It's tough. I'm still doing things wrong myself. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely not perfect. So, you know, and that's why I don't just pop up and say, "Oh, I'm a vegan." Like, and just saying it that way sounds so cringy to me because I used to be such a meat eater. And so it's like I don't use that term even really, bro. I just say like I don't even label myself a vegan or anything. I just say that I eat real food that's alive and electrical, and I just can't vibe with eating fake animals, which are the farm animals that people are eating all day, that are eating a bunch of fake grains. And they sneak the ways that they feed them these grains. They tell you it's grass-fed. Grass-fed doesn't mean anything. They tell you you need to get the grass finished. Well, that's cute. How about when you finish on the grass finish, what is that? Well, it was a hybrid cow. So, are you looking for your charger? So why are we eating fake cows? And then you learn the pink pig isn't real. They made the pink pig. And then you see them making these animals, and then you ask yourself, why am I eating animals they're making? And then you ask yourself deeper, well, why am I eating these wild animals in the wild if I'm not dying and I don't want to just kill things? Why do I want to just kill? I don't want to kill. I just don't. I used to kill fish every day. Now I don't. I don't like to kill. I mean, just saying. Why do I enjoy killing? Like when a lion takes down a gazelle, bro, that lion's ripping into that fool. Ripping it, shredding it raw, bro. We don't do these things. We cannot do that. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, when does that pop in our heads where we're like, fuck, bro, what have they done to us? I don't know, Bubba. You know, what have they done? Like, how can we be here? Well, it's happened lie after lie, year after year, migration after migration, away from our homeland, from our Godland, where we started. And here we are in North America, and you learn everything in North America is synthetic. The animals, the plants, the bees, the crops, everything except the water and the native animals. Those are the only things that were actually in North America. And it was so cold and crappy here most of the time, nobody would have came here anyway in their right mind. But you migrate, you adapt, da-da-da. Look at the Eskimos. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Eskimos, bro. Those fools are not happy. They tell themselves they're happy. They're making do. But, dude, nobody living on an ice cube is happy. Appreciate you, Electro. You know, and I just have to keep it real about it. You know, I'm just keeping it real, and I'm weighing the shit out. And then you ask yourself, why am I putting this in me if it's not serving me? If this is a random fake animal, they're telling me I gotta eat this random fake animal to live? Bullshit, bruh. I'm proving you don't have to eat random fake animals to live. That's 100% lie. So it's like, at what degree, what level do you want to see it? It's tough. I fucking miss eating meat, bro. I miss throwing a big old steak on the plate, salting that bitch up, fucking eggs and bacon in the morning. Don't tell me I don't want that. Don't tell me I don't miss it. But I think deeper, and I ask myself, if it's not serving me, am I eating this for the pleasure or for the benefit? It sucks, bro. Let me catch up with you guys. Elizabeth says an alkaline vegan here too. Yeah, we're the few and far. We're the very few and proud, right? I mean, not even proud. It's just about living, surviving. You're considered on what's a hybrid, Elizabeth. Check out Dr. Sebi's food list, or you can grab mine in my bio. And a lot of Dr. Sebi's lists are fake, so you got to kind of watch it. It is tricky. You got the Saigon cinnamon. Yeah, you learned it was cassia. Yep. So that's how they do us, fam. And that's why I just say, you guys, check it out. Just straight up get the Ceylon cinnamon. It's that easy. You know, and that's why I made these lists. I made the Amazon list. Checking the you know, I do all this work so you guys, to try to get you straight to the truth. You know, if I got something on my Amazon list, it's not just a bunch of shit I'm trying to sell or something. I'm only getting pennies for it. It's because I'm saying, hey, bro, this is the shit I checked out. And if you want the right sweetener, get this shit. If you want the better of the poisons. Okay, yes. Tips on protecting from the microwaves and the radiation and the poison that they're giving us, right? Devices like chi coils and or grounding mats. Now, I say grounding mat because grounding to the earth is going to be the best thing you can do. But grounding to a mat is going to allow you to ground all day long and all night if you want. And you don't have to be cold. We're in North America, remember? We actually came from the southern hemisphere. We were actually under the sun, God's energy. And we all migrated to North America, and they made North America a freaking farmland, a cash cow. And here we are as slaves in these indoctrinated jobs, working for a bunch of shit we don't even need when we got free energy and water all around us. I just went to the mountain and got free water, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Like right out of the side for free, pumping. That water's pumping that real good water. Pumping it out, bro. Just gushing. And everyone's out here drinking PFAS in the tap. The toilet paper was in the tap, homie. It flushes down the toilet. It goes through the system. People drink the Brita filters. Those ain't doing anything. So how do we mitigate this shit? We goes back to nature, family. So you get grounded. You ground and discharge your inflammation, because if you have an outlet that's not grounded, it's going to be in flames. And our bodies are inflamed because we're never grounded in mitigating that negative electricity and that negative energy that gets stored in us. And so you ground. And why the frequencies, why things like chi coils? Because these have the good microwaves, these have the good EMF, these have the good frequencies, the low frequencies. This stuff pumping into your home is high magnetic frequencies. That's why you put a fucking you put a an EMF detector up next to your Wi-Fi router, and it's bleaking red. It's screaming, bleep, beep, 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 emergency, emergency. This is volatile EMFs pumping off of your router right here. You turn on the microwave, the thing goes insane because these are dangerously high EMFs. And so we learn that the low frequencies heal us. We learn that the lower EMFs are healing the body, and they could be pumping these frequencies all around us, trying to mitigate some of this inflammation that we're getting from this radiation and these high frequencies, but they don't do that. They could be making our shoes ground us. They could be making shit out of hemp, and we could be projecting these things, this positive energy, and we could be thriving more. But they keep the technology and the information suppressed and hidden, and when anyone talks about it, they unalive, they ban, they block, they misinfo me. So that's some things you could do to protect. And there's more you can do, obviously. Being mindful, unplug shit. You can use shungite, right? You can use EMF protection bags. Like my Wi-Fi router, I put a bag over it. And or you can hardwire shit. You know what I mean? There's so many different things you can do. You can wear EMF protection clothing if you really want to get down. Put your phone in airplane mode whenever you get the chance. Always pop that thing in airplane mode. You don't need to worry about missing a call, really. People they're just bots. Just let the phone go dead. And not die, but just switch it to airplane mode. Give yourself a digital detox break. Give yourself, a radiation break. Your body's constantly taking this inflammation. The bidet toilets, yeah. If you got filtered water, I vibe it. If your water's truly removing all the chemicals and toxins. Don't live in fear. Hey, Chosen, I agree, homeboy. As much as I know, I'm still not in any fear. It's actually more fearful to be ignorant. It's more scary to ignore the truth. It's scarier to not be educated. That's real fear. It's really the fear that you should fear itself only. Being afraid and being ignorant from the fear is really some of the worst things you can do, homie. Let me try to catch up with you guys. You guys are the best. Nina says no eggs. Fam, you know, I'm not gonna tell you no eggs or yes eggs. You know, I'm just gonna tell you I don't eat the eggs anymore. Eggs were causing a mucus effect in me, and I just don't vibe with eating a random chicken, random hybrid animal's eggs. So I always come from these angles that you're never gonna hear it. Because what is a chicken? You gotta ask yourself these things, bro. Who came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, what the fuck is a chicken? What is a chicken? Ask yourself. A chicken is called a red jungle fowl. Here, let me show y'all. Let me show you something real quick. Bear with me. This will be worth it. I want to educate even all 30 of you guys. This is just going out to the universe. So, and maybe I'll pull it up on post a video. I want to show you guys something that you're never gonna see. Oh yeah, of course. TikTok blew it all up, bro. Let me see here. All right, guys. Appreciate you bearing with me here. Let me try to catch up with you guys. I want to show you something because a lot of people don't know the history. A lot of people don't know the truth and the facts, and it's sad. So, let me show you something. Okay. So, this is today's chicken. This big giant ball of whatever you want to call this. What is that thing? We have to ask ourselves, what is a chicken? Honestly, we have to do these things. What is it? This chicken, it used to be a red jungle fowl, bro. Do you see this thing? Almost looks like kind of like a little rooster. It was a small red bird that was wild, and they made this thing. They hybridized them, and now they're 100 times the size they were then. So you have to ask yourself, do you want to eat a hybrid animal? Excuse me. Do you want to eat a hybrid animal? And not only is it hybrid, but it is modified. They take this animal, they take their eggs, they take their genomes in laboratories, and they alter them with chemicals to resist nature, to resist bugs, to resist disease. They use antibiotics. They do so much things to these animals. And then you have to ask yourself, what are they feeding these mutants? Because remember, they are a mutant. They were here. They were this little bitty tiny bird. You barely got any meat off a chicken. The real chickens, they were never even a chicken. They made them. They made the black and white cows that make the milk that we need to drink. They made the pink pigs. They made even the goats. They made the chicken. So you need to ask yourself, if they made this, why are we eating it? If they made this and they made it 50x bigger than it ever occurred in nature, why would we want this to be put in our body? And then again, ask yourself, what do they feed this mutant hybrid? They feed it a bunch of toxic GMO grains, corn and soy and wheat, to fatten them so they're 50x the size they ever were in true nature. Appreciate you guys that do tap on the screen. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Because again, I'm trying to share this information. Nobody knows these things. And yeah, their feeding habits, right. They're feeding them whatever. They are, everything about it is disgusting, bro. They've got most of these chickens cooped up in these cages. They're feeding them grain. They're not out grazing, eating bugs like the red jugglefowl was, that we wouldn't have even ate in the first place anyway. Why would we eat this bird, bro? You know how hard it is to eat birds? If you lived in the homeland and you could go pull a mango out of the tree, bro. God made the mango and the coconut and the fig and the date. God made these fucking fruits that are good for you. Would you go ripping this bird, ripping it apart, and what would you do after you did that? Would you take a bite of it? With these flat teeth, we have little bitty wannabe canines. These are not canines. They barely look any different than your other teeth. So you have to ask yourself, bro, would I be ripping this bird apart and eating its guts when I could grab a mango and I'm on the beach enjoying the fucking sun and the waves, and I have a coconut, mango, I got a fig tree right here, I got a seeded banana? Am I gonna kill this thing when I could eat this thing and it nourishes me, it hydrates me? I don't even need to drink water because this fruit is so hydrating and nourishing. So it's just this world, family. Charles says brutal. It's brutal, bro. Because, bro, there's a lot of people that are going to say, you need to eat your eggs. Eat your eggs. Eat what eggs, bro? Eat whose eggs? Why am I eating their eggs? Why am I eating this mutant's eggs? Why does it cause a mucus in my body? Why does it cause inflammation? Well, dude, they're full of vitamins and minerals for the baby chicken, the fake baby chicken that these things are still making. That's what the vitamins are for. This poor thing, you taking its baby eggs and eating them like a snake. And so we've got all of America chugging this fake mutant milk, fake mutant cow milk. Bro, the cows, the black and white cows, go find one out in nature. You won't. You won't. You cannot find a black and white cow in nature. That's a red flag. Go find me a pink pig. Nope. You'll never ever find a pink pig in nature. You'll find the wild boar that they mated unnaturally and played God and made the pink pig. And then they feed it to us, telling us it's healthy. Eat your bacon, eat your pork. Pork is full of parasites too. And pork is a dirty ass animal, and pork just eats a bunch of fake, weird plastic food. And then you learn that you are what you eat. So ask yourself if you want to be this, and if you want to eat its eggs. So what can we eat? Genuinely asking. Because you're feeling bloated. That's our world, fam. If bloating is all you're getting, you're lucky. But that's why you fast. And that's why you moderate. You try to do the best you can. And like I say, I just want to educate people. I don't have all the answers either. I wish I did. But I'm doing the best I can. And I've come a long way. And I've changed a lot of things in my life. So like I said, I'm just here for the facts, man. I wish I had all the answers for you guys. I'm not some prophet or some shit. I just Google the shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm just Googling the shit, bro. What was the first chicken? It was the red jungle fowl. Is it 50, 60, 90x the size now? Yeah. Okay. Here we go, down the rabbit hole. But I did make a food list, you guys, in my bio. I charged $5 for it. Take it or leave it, man, whether it's worth it to you or not. And that's because this is my job. I gotta charge or I gotta go work fake jobs. Suitcase. So this is the burden I carry, guys. Mo says vibe higher with alkaline foods. That's the other side of it, bro. Where I do the research and I learn that eating electrical foods, eating foods that are alive, just fucking make you feel better, bro. And I live in a low dense shithole place. Oregon sucks, bro. It's gray every day. And so if I'm just eating a bunch of low dense negative food and it makes me angry and shit, it makes me low vibe. I vibrate higher eating high vibrational foods, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like the simple shit. It's not simple, though. It's not, because I can't just tell you, eat this. Like Dr. Sebi said, oh yeah, eat this, eat that, eat alkaline. Cool, Dr. Sebi, I love you to death, homeboy, but you are living in Honduras and shit, bro. It's hard to eat like that in America. If I lived in Bali, I got a homie on my Instagram, he lives in Bali. He's high vibing and thriving on some of the best fruits you won't even see in America, bro. You don't even see them, let alone try to get them imported. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't have all the answers. Nothing's perfect out here. I'm just saying I'm picking my poisons. I'm doing the best I can. And here I am. For now. You know what I mean? Acidic foods are the low vibes. It's just facts, bro. It's not opinions. It's not, oh, I don't agree. It's just the fact. The torturing, yep, nobody even cares or talks about the torturing in these damn animals. Like there is some kind of a soul, bro, in there. And you're trapping them in a cage. Just think about how fucked up that is, bro. You're literally imprisoning these things just to harvest and eat them and kill them. Like, what's the point of existing? At least an animal that gets killed in the wild, at least it got to live a high vibe in life until it got killed and eaten. The one out of hundreds of thousands that get sacrificed for food for other animals that need to eat animals, unlike us. You know, in real nature, which I study all the time. What's up, bro? How we doing, bro? Bro to con. You don't have that much gas, bro? That's good, man. Good for you. So now I'm saying the vegan diet is most good. Bro, I'm not saying anything. I don't label anything really. And I can't even tell you like that the vegan or this or that is the best. I can't label it like that. This world is too fake, bro. All I'm saying is I'm here for the facts and I'm picking my poisons. You see what I'm saying? I mean, man, I'm trying here. I really am trying, guys. Cognitive dissonance. Yeah, it's tough. Carlos over in sunny San Diego. I'm jealous, fam. I wish I was in sunny San Diego. I'm under the grayest turd. It's beautiful for like 3 months and then it's misery for 9. Why am I here? Because the Matrix got me. You know what I mean? It's got me trapped here for now, but I'm getting through it, guys. See, this is a good question, bro. You know, this is your average, no offense, but this is just your average bot kind of thing to say. Because ask yourself, bro, they told me I should get a healthy balance and that's what I should do. And this is the right stuff. Okay, that's cool. Eat off your food pyramid, get your balance. But ask yourself, bro, if you need your balance, if that balance needs to be a fake mutant that's fed fake food. GMO. And the chickens are GMO, and they're fed GMO. So what does that make you, a GMO? You know, you have to ask yourself, oh, I get a perfect balance of boosters, and then I don't get a booster, and then I get a booster. Do you need or want that booster? Ask yourself. Don't fucking listen to me. Don't think or don't assume where I'm going with it. Ask yourself, do you need the 55th booster? Do you need the 55th booster? Or maybe the 49th booster did it. But I have to have balance. I have to have boosters and then I'll go without a booster for a week. We have to disconnect from these kinds of thinking. Well, we need balance, we need moderation. Do you moderate poison? You gotta ask yourself. Well, I only get a little bit of fluoride. Do you want fluoride? When something is negate, it's not something that you want inside you. There's a difference. You can say, oh, I can eat a little fluoride and get away with it. That's their game, homie. That's their game. Think about it. Elizabeth, yep, we're picking poisons. And I just happen to, you know what I mean, just be way down the rabbit hole. Cinnamon and vanilla. Vanilla is a hybrid. Do it in small amounts, and usually it has alcohol. I don't vibe with alcohol at all. So if you need the vanilla, do a non-alcoholic vanilla. I love the flavor and smell of vanilla, but actually it's man-made. But the cinnamon, go with the Ceylon, guys. Watch my video on cinnamon if you want. Ceylon cinnamon. That's the bottom of the rabbit hole. The rest is poison, of course. You're between Atlanta and Chattanooga. Shout out. It's a matrix up here, guys. It's raining in sunny San Diego. Yeah, well, you know, you guys get it for a few moments, and I got it too much. Straight up. You put it out. You put it out cleanly, you know. Ignorance isn't the cause of the systematic indoctrination. It is the cause, I believe. Well, maybe not the cause, but it's actually the result. Systematic indoctrination is designed to create arrogance as a result. Yeah, there you go. Fishing is torture. I mean, it is. It is. The fishing industry is toxic and it's horrible. Am I vegetarian? I eat real foods. I eat real foods. I eat real alive food that God intended me to eat, bro. God gave me the ability to be omnivorous, gave me these little bitty canines, told me at one point, if you're going to eat this meat, if you must, you need to cook it, you need to bless it, it won't taste good, and it's a lot of work, and you're compassionate, so you're not going to do that unless you are at your end. You have to be dying before you go out into nature, and even if you do, good luck catching an animal and killing it without tools and shit. So am I a vegetarian? I mean, I eat vegetation. You know what I'm saying? You must have a lot of money to eat clean. It's so exhausting. I don't, bruh. I'm here to tell you, when you say I start from the bottom, I, 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 I chose this mission in the way I did it for a reason. So I can preach every side of it because I did it as a broke motherfucker. And I still don't have money. You know what I mean? And so if I can do it, so can you. And the main idea is less is more. So if you're fasting during the day and you're having some alive food in the evening or in the afternoon and you go back to a fast, that's all you really need to sustain. I've maintained and sustained. I've maintained my anatomy. I'm not perfect. You know, I have issues with eczema and shit still. And, you know, a lot of that has to do with, you know, the overeating of foods that I do. I like hemp seeds, so I eat so much that I make my eczema flare up. And then I learned, hey, I'm eating too much of this hemp seed. You know, moderate it a little bit. But it's still something that I'm picking my poison because I'm saying, hey, there's a lot of benefits in this. But you got to be educated because as you dig deeper down the rabbit hole, you learn about like phytic acid in the hemp seeds. And you learn on one, if you research one side, it'll tell you there's no phytic acid, but then you go deeper down the rabbit hole. And this is the stuff, advanced level shit, you know, where I see on the PubMed's website, they talk about how the hemp seed are high in phytic acid. So you have to be smart, man. You have to really research and you have to practice discernment. You have to be patient. You have to have a lot of energy to do what I do. And if I was eating a bunch of dense, negative, fake ass chickens and eating their eggs, I wouldn't have the energy. I don't think. Because the world and life is tough enough. Look how busy our lives are. Imagine running a whole entire social media accounts and a business on the side of that. Yeah, the alcohol, man. Yep, we can go all day on the alcohol. What do I mean real food? It's a very good question. And the food I eat ain't even that real, bro. The real food was small and bitter, and it was back in like the homelands, the southern hemisphere. All this North America shit is all synthetic. It was all brought here. It was all made. It was all hybridized. It was all created. The bees, the animals, and the plants. So I eat closest as I can to those real plants that God made, like the crabapple, the mango, the coconuts, the pears, the plums, the cherries, the berries, the seeded grapes. So that's what I do the best I can. And I don't always get the luxury of having all those. I gotta outsource my shit. I gotta order shit. But when you make what goes in your vessel your priority like God would have intended, then you make shit happen. You'll do what you can. And so I was able to switch to a much cleaner lifestyle by cutting. Mainly it's cutting shit, man. It's not really replacing. Like I was eating this 10 meals a day of fake food. Well, I not only cut out the fake food, but I also cut out the eating 5 meals a day. You know what I'm saying, man? So that's where I've just got with it, homie. So, and again, real food, when I say that, I'm saying as real as I can get. We're doing the best we can. And we're just educating and knowing this is a flood of information. This world, you know, we've got douchebags on there with thousands in their lives. I can't get more than 30, but I can, you know what I mean? What is alkaline? That's a good question. You know what I mean? Like half the shit ain't even alkaline that should be alkaline. Alkaline, so this is the idea. If you go in true nature, let's say you go to the jungle in Africa and you grab a mango off that tree and you test the chemical pH, it's going to be alkaline. What does that mean? Well, it means it was made by God for one, and it means it's alive and living. So the minute something becomes an acidic pH, then it's essentially dead. And yes, there are things found in nature that are plants that are alive that are acidic, but none of those things are going to be something you would put in your body. The alcohol was your major cause of the eczema and psoriasis. Yeah, so the eczema psoriasis thing is very complex. I've still been learning a lot, and nobody knows it exactly. It's kind of like our consciousness. Nobody really knows it. They can't explain consciousness. Now, eczema and psoriasis, in my opinion, is like a combination thing, and it's a breakdown. It's definitely a breaking down of your gut to some degree, and or a sensitivity of it. So these things are very, very complex, and so your body, it's at the end of the day, it's a symptom telling you you're doing something wrong. So you were able to find, that you were doing something wrong, and you corrected it, and I bet you're benefiting from it, Ryan. And I bet that you preach that alcohol is toxic now. And if you don't, you should be, because that's how I roll. I'll just call it like it is. I'll just say that shit's toxic. I don't care if you're still doing it. I don't care if you were just at the bar. I'll just say that shit's poisonous, homie. Ryan, you rarely drink now, Jasmine. Good. What do I recommend not to eat for eczema, psoriasis, flare-ups? This is very tough, and it takes a lot of research. And definitely the grains, man, and the wheat and the soy and the corn, the non-digestible shit is going to be the worst for it. And anything really high in glucose is going to be worse for it, in my opinion. A lot of people who have diabetes have psoriasis issues, but a lot of people who have diabetes have the breakdown of the gut. 9 out of 10 people have a leaky gut. So you think about what you put in your mouth. Think about that. If that were to leak into your bloodstream, do you want that going into your bloodstream? Because there's some things that are worse than others to get into your blood and come out of your skin. And such as, all kinds of fake food, you know what I mean? Like a cheeseburger and shit. You don't want that leaking through a gut. If you got a leaky gut and you eat, a pear or something, like a soft fruit, that's going to be a little easier on a leaky gut, in my opinion, than smashing down, 4 cheeseburgers and some potato starch French fries with the omega-6 oils, that comes from God. So yeah, you guys, I appreciate you today. I'm going to call it out here. Check out my content. Check out my Linktree. Check out my website if you want. If not, don't. Anyway, I set this Linktree up for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Take it or leave it vibes. Do some switches in your life if you want, or don't. And just take the knowledge with you, and just reciprocate anything that you can to help people. That's all I ask. You know what I mean? Just reciprocate. If you see my video and it helps, check out the toilet paper video. Check out these videos. I'm trying to help. And that's all I'm doing, is trying to help. So I hope it helps y'all. You're very welcome, brother or sister. You guys have a good one, man, and I'll see you again soon.